Good morning, Bix Weir. Roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga tea. No coffee at all. Chaga tea, not as good as coffee. I'm off caffeine for a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. Trying to get into shape for the oncoming craziness. And it's coming. It is oncoming. I will put out the timeline on Friday. You better be ready. You better be ready for that one. Steve Mnuchin says, quote, "It's highly unlikely the Fed will buy stocks. Poorly managed states won't get a bailout." Okay, let's think about this. This is the Secretary of Treasury. Look at his face. He looks scared to death. He's a liar. He has to lie. The job to prop up a artificial economy, an artificial market system, an artificial exchange system, it's very difficult. It's very taxing. Mnuchin's finding that out. So he was interviewed and they said, you think the Fed will buy stocks? That's highly unlikely. The Fed doesn't have to buy stocks. Steve Mnuchin buys stocks. What, you say? Steve Mnuchin buys stocks and sells stocks. Computer programs run out of the basement of the Treasury. Absolutely 100%. In coordination with the Fed. Fed doesn't have to buy it because Mnuchin can buy it. You might say, how could the Treasury rig the markets? That's illegal. It's not illegal. Not at all. This is what he uses right here. Department of the Treasury Exchange Stabilization Fund. Does anybody know what this is? A lot of people on the road to Ruta know exactly what this is. And let me read. They don't even lie about it. Let me read it to you. The Exchange Stabilization Fund consists of three types of assets: US dollars, foreign currencies, and special drawing rights, which is an international reserve asset created by the IMF. The ESF can be used to purchase or sell foreign currency, to hold U.S. foreign exchange and special drawing rights assets, to provide financing for foreign governments. What the hell are we financing foreign governments for? All operations of the ESF require the explicit authority of the Treasury of the United States, Treasury Secretary. The Secretary is responsible for the formation and implementation of U.S. international monetary and financial policy, including exchange market intervention policy. This is from the Treasury saying, yes, we rigged the markets. The ESF helps the Secretary to carry out these responsibilities. By law, the Secretary has considerable discretion in the use of the ESF resources. The legal basis of now this is important, and they say it right on their website. The legal basis for the ESF is the Gold Reserve Act of 1934. I've been screaming about this act forever. Only people talk about in the Gold Reserve Act is that they confiscated the gold, which they did in 1934. Well, what they also got approval for is the legal manipulation of all markets. It says right here, as amended in the 1970s, the act provides in part that, quote, the Department of the Treasury has a stabilization fund consistent with the obligations of the government in the International Monetary Fund on orderly exchange arrangements and an orderly system of exchange rates. The Secretary, with approval from the President, that's why I keep saying Trump has to approve these manipulations, may deal in gold and silver, obviously, foreign exchange. Now, it doesn't say silver there. It doesn't say cryptos, does it? Look at the last thing. Gold, foreign exchange, and other instruments of credit and securities. Instrument of credit and securities means everything. Everything. Futures, options, swaptions, stock market, bond market. Those are credits and securities. The Exchange Stabilization Fund is set up to rig the markets, to rig all markets since we went off the gold standard in 1934, the true gold standard. This has never been erased. This is how they do it. And the Exchange Stabilization Fund does not report their derivative book. You might ask, who's got these quadrillions in derivatives? Welcome to the Exchange Stabilization Fund, where gains and losses don't matter. And that's how they do it. So today, it looks like Mnuchin Let's let the market go down 33 points to 24,099.84. Wait, nah. At 8:35 in the morning Pacific time, let's move it up to 24,105.56. Click of a mouse. That's all it takes. Thanks to Alan Greenspan and others who programmed the first computer programs for the Fed. Stephen DeVoe. Yes, Stephen DeVoe, the head market rigger at the Fed Boston during the 70s and 80s. And then he moved on. Just a kid out in Boston. Hey, you're a computer expert, right? Yeah, I'm a computer expert. Come on over to the Fed. We need your expertise. This is the 70s. Do you have any military training? Yeah. I was in secret operations in the late 60s. I was in military intelligence in the late 60s. I went to the Federal Reserve Bank to run their computer models to rig the markets. After I got out in the mid 80s, I went to big corporations to show them how to rig the markets, to hook them up with the Fed so that we all could rig together. Then I went to IBM and helped them with their CDC programs, computer controlled devices, programming parts and pieces on aircraft, embedding my secret codes, power plants, you name it. But don't worry about me. Nobody knows about me, Stephen DeVoe. Nobody knows about you. I do. You shouldn't have written that comic book. You shouldn't have hidden all those clues in the Road to Ruta comic books when you were at the Fed. Go to Road to Ruta, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right. Here's another market. Two more markets that are being rigged. Silver and gold. Why are they being rigged right here? Because he can. This is the dude. Steve Mnuchin takes his orders from Trump. Steve Mnuchin, Exchange Stabilization Fund, completely legal, complete rigging of all markets. The stock market, the bond market, the foreign exchange markets, obviously the silver and gold markets. Complete rigging, completely under control. And of course, the crypto markets. Now there's a dark side of the crypto markets. The deep state, the bad guys, the pedos, all that is in the crypto markets as well. And they probably control it more than the good guys do. Luckily, Trump signed that bill, said when they take people out, they can take their fortunes, shall we say. So as these people get taken out, they will be hunting for their cryptos. Yes, I do think there'll be a clampdown as far as regulators looking for cryptos. So keep an eye on that. Do I think cryptos will crash before they boom to 100,000 by the end of the year? They can. That's what I've been saying all along. Click of a mouse, they can crash to $1,000. Bitcoin to $1,000. Would the bad guys and the good guys or Trump or anybody want that to happen? Yes, some people would. Could you buy at $1,000? No, all the exchanges would freeze up. Again, they would be buying to round out their book to move forward. Is it going to happen? Nobody knows. Well, some people know. But I would say yes, it will probably happen. With the crashing of all markets, cryptos will probably be taken down with computer programs for one very last time, and then they go moonshot. The key, and same with silver. Silver can be taken below $10, below $5, below zero. How could it go below zero? Just look at the oil market. It went minus 40. No, Bix, that's got to do with storage. What do you think you have to do with silver? You got to store it. And the below $40 was all computer rigging. It's all computer market rigging. They can go zero, they can go minus. Computers don't have a problem going minus. Click, click, click. Sell 157 trillion contracts on the COMEX. Click, Steve Mnuchin. Click, boom. Below zero, shut down all markets. That's why it's so important to get these assets in your own possession. It could go the other way too. Stop manipulating silver, boom, $1,000 silver instantly. It could go that way easy. It could go $1 million silver. It could go $10 million gold. It could go zero gold. It all depends on where Steve Mnuchin is going to click his mouse. Because this Exchange Stabilization Fund knows no bounds in the derivatives market. And every market is a derivatives market. The stock market, the bond market, the silver market, the crypto market. I hope this is getting drilled through to you because now is the time. We are coming to the end of the road on the road to Ruta, where all markets freeze up and boom, you don't know what you got. Unless it's in your own possession. I don't care how nice and smart and well respected your custodian is of your cryptos, of your gold, of your silver. It will be gone. Silver and gold held in a third party. First of all, the first people who's going to steal it, the owners of that third party vault, the guards who have to feed their family. And then if they, for some reason, don't take all your money out, all your metal out, or all your cryptos out, the government's going to come in and confiscate it because it's a big pile of gold, silver, or cryptos. Exchange is probably confiscated by the government if they hold it. Maybe not. But do you really want to take that chance? Especially when everybody's going to be on their knees with the currency collapse, with a global financial monetary meltdown. And that is coming. Speaking of meltdowns, slumping oil prices swing wildly. I love this chart. Right down there. Look at that chart. That's the chart of a normally traded market when it goes hyperbolic. Look at it. It's all rigged to here, to here, to here. They keep it within a range, and then bang. Bang. Look when it started. October, November, December, bang. From demand of 101 barrels down to 0. Or down to 83 million barrels per day. Oh, that's the global supply lag. This is not back up here. This is the future projections. Demand projected in the gray here. It says when we get to December of 2020, they're expecting a full rebound. It ain't going to happen. You've had industries and companies and jobs destroyed like you wouldn't believe. Right here. 1 in 3 Americans have suffered a layoff, job loss, cut hours, or income. 1 in 3. That is insane. And they're all on the company dole now. The Democrats are doing everything they can to keep this thing going, keep the lockdown going. Democratic states are begging for bailouts from the Fed. I hope they don't do it. Truthfully, they're going to blame COVID, of course. You shut down our state. They were all bankrupt anyway. It ain't going to get past Congress. This could be the moment. Because not only do they have to bail out the states, they got to pump more money into the banking system. Mnuchin is going to have a tough go of it in May. As in, it ain't going to happen. And what happens if one little piece of the machine falls apart? The whole thing does. Hang on to your hats, my friends. It's going to get a hell of a lot worse. I watched a YouTube video of 2 doctors explaining why it's so important to get the economy back out there and take these crazy lockdown orders away. It got 5 million views and YouTube took it off the air. I hope 5 million people who watch this video know that the continued lockdown is a con. Yes, the virus is extremely deadly. But at the same time, you can protect yourself from it with vitamin C, liposomal vitamin C, and chaga. Chaga mushroom in your tea. But the lockdown, we're going to lose our country if it goes on much longer. Luckily, people are starting to get sane, even in California. I put up, oh, by the way, look at the Road to Real website. We're doing some tweaks. We're changing it. It's pretty cool. Go check it out. It's got, right now we got cryptos going over the top. We're going to get gold and silver going over there. The latest videos right at the top because YouTube is locking everybody down. You're not allowed to speak again. It used to be you weren't allowed to speak about Q. Now, for some reason, they're allowing Q, which I don't know what's going on with that. Q might have been taken over. I don't know. But they're not allowing a lot of the COVID stuff. So I am definitely, like most people, and I don't think YouTube and Patreon and Twitter and all the other stuff are going to survive very well after the crash. Remember, they all got money in the bank, lots of it. If they lose all their money, how are they going to pay their rent and all that shit? So definitely go to roadrooter.com. Sign up on the left side. Free updates get mailed to your email. Just put your name and your email address. And go check it out. You can see my latest video is California on the brink. I am your ruler. You must obey me, Gavin Newsom. What about our freedom, Gavin? He made this long speech on, oh yeah, you have to, people, I can't believe people went to the beach. You do not rule us, Gavin Newsom. You cannot impinge upon our freedoms. This has gone way too far, my friends. I saw a great thing on Hannity the other day, or on Tucker Carlson, about a tailor that opened his doors and said, screw you. You can't tell me to destroy my business. I'm opening. And he opened, the cops went in there, and they go, he says, he explained his case. I got 6 feet rules. Everybody goes into Costco. They're fine with that. I need to survive. I need to run my business. People need my services. And there's millions of small businesses just like me. And the cops said, are you a veteran? He said, yeah, I'm a veteran twice over. He went to 2 different wars. And they go, you're fine. And he walked out. That's the kind of spirit we need in America. Walk outside. Wear your mask. Wear your gloves if it makes you feel better. Do not let the government tell you what to do. That's got to end. Anyway, that's your update for this morning. You guys have a new ending too. Check out the new ending.